Hi, I'm Agnes and welcome to my garden. Today I'm going to show you how to make an Olla. That's a type of low water irrigation system that you can put together from some convenience things you can get at a garden shop and a couple of local places. And I'm going to be planting Swiss chard with that into this container right here. I'm going to pause this, put it on the tripod for a moment, and I will show you how all of this is done. First up, we are making our Olla. Now, an Olla is a clay pot that has porous sides that can let water out from inside the pot into the surrounding soil. You can make that out of an ordinary flower pot. What you need to do is stopper up the hole at the bottom. So I'm using this stopper here, and then you're going to need a lid for it. So I will be using this saucer that would ordinarily go underneath a flower pot. I'll be using it to cover it up. Welcome back. I have prepared that pot for planting, and I'm just getting on my gloves right now and sitting down on my garden workbench in order to put this thing into place. First, we can put in a little bit of soil to stabilize it. Add some compost. Potting soil is fine. I'm using a combination of some of my rich local garden soil plus compost, and I will probably add in a little bit of potting soil toward the end. In one of my other videos, I demonstrated the basics of how to put together your own compost. Okay, now let's take off these gloves for a second. I'm going to handle the Swiss chard. Now you want to have this. The label says bury a 1/4 inch deep. So I'm going to take some of this. I will be planting densely because I will be harvesting young leaves here. Putting them into the soil in a circle around the Olla. Now let's get a glove back on and distribute about a 1/4 inch of soil on top of each of those seeds. I think we've got a rock there. Set that one aside. This is just a little hard mound of compost. That's doing pretty well. Now I will fill up my Olla. And then go ahead and soak the surrounding soil, since this is planting day and the seeds need to get wet in order to sprout. Now I take my lid put it upside down on top of my Oya. And I will be adding a gravel mulch on top that helps to slow the evaporation. I'll just add a little bit more water. And my Swiss chard is planted. I'll pause this for 1 second and then I will show you screenshots of a couple of the books that I use where I learned my gardening techniques from. I've been practicing for a few years, but it's useful. I'll also post these references into the notes along with the spelling of Oya and a little bit more information. Here we go. Now, the Oya is described in Gardening with Less Water by David A. Bainbridge. David Bainbridge had a contract with the California State Department of Transportation because they need to do a lot of landscaping near the highways, and he tested a variety of low-water gardening techniques from around the world in the Mojave Desert, or was it the Sonoran Desert? In the inland desert. And he wrote up this book for home gardeners on techniques scaled to ordinary kitchen gardening, like I'm doing here. Also, all new square foot gardening, square inch gardening is another good one to get, and Fresh Food from Small Spaces by R.J. Ruppenthal. Now, just to finish this up here, I'm going to show you one planter that's already in progress. These are my potatoes. As you can see, that this is not the first season I've used this particular container. And that's one thing about improvised plastic planters. They are usually not UV resistant, and so you may get only a couple of years of growth out of them. So, that is my Oya, and thank you for watching my video.